Columbia Parks and Recreation began the slow reopening of fields and courts today. ABC 17's Amber Tabling is live in Columbia tonight. Amber, the department has some new rules and regulations for those that are headed to the fields.
Deborah, I spoke with Joey Wilmus with Columbia Parks and Recreation, and he told me they are renting out their fields and courts to teams as long as they follow the social distancing requirements during those practices. So what exactly does that mean? Well, for all sports, that means only 10 or less people are allowed on the court or field at a time while maintaining that 6 feet of distance between them. Wilmus said there are different guidelines depending on each sport, but no games or scrimmages are allowed for any sport as of now. And all players must have their own individual water bottles or coolers during practice, and parents, they need to stay in their cars during practices. So let's break down exactly what the sport-specific rules are. Starting with basketball, these guidelines include each player is supposed to use their own ball. If they do have to share the ball, they're supposed to sanitize the ball between each use. And one ball can be shared by only 4 or fewer players, and they must only do shooting drills or dribbling drills during this time. Now let's move on to soccer. These guidelines say if a ball is picked up at any point in time, it must be sanitized before being put back into play. Again, dribbling drills and passing drills with the soccer ball all are allowed. And let's move on to guidelines for baseball and softball. For those, you have to wipe down the ball between each use. That does not mean in between each throw, though. And only do hitting drills, fielding drills, and throwing drills. And if you are sharing a bat or helmet, sanitize between those as well.
So we're doing everything in our part to be able to get sports back going and still keep everybody safe at the same time.
And there's a lot more guidelines to this. As you saw, there's tons that need to get through. So go to abc17news.com and find more restrictions and guidelines for these sports as they're getting back into it. And later at 6, we'll dive deeper into what softball and baseball practices will look like with a local softball fast pitch team. Live in Columbia, Amber Tabling, ABC 17 News.
All right, thank you, Amber. Columbia Parks and Rec officials said its facilities are sanitized regularly and hand sanitizer are available around the facilities.